What's up and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on Andrew's car. So a lot of you probably do not know this, but Andrew's car has never really ran right. It's never had a lot of power. So we're going to try to figure that out today. We're going to try to attack it. So we did get the Calypso clone running really good. So as you guys know, we have a fix for that. Next up though is Andrew's car, because like I said, this thing won't even spin a tire. I mean, something is just not right here. So it's on us to figure this thing out today. We're gonna go through, we're gonna check the timing, check the TPS, swap a couple components out with either the Retro Fox or the Calypso clone here, like distributor, stuff like that, mass air meter, and we're gonna see what we can find out. As a matter of fact, it got so bad that Andrew had to take the Retro Fox to work. So it needed to be driven anyway, so that's a good thing. He actually has a new battery coming for this car because the battery is just shot. So we're gonna put a new battery in this thing and see if we can't get some power back into this car. Like, the engine is fine with the car. There's no issues with it. The thing runs super smooth as far as like while it's idling and stuff. It makes no noises. So it's just gonna be on us to get this thing figured out, guys. I have a sneaky suspicion that it's gonna be a mixture between TPS and possibly the distributor. So I think that the TFI module is starting to go bad in this thing, and once it gets like some heat in it, it wants to act up. Typically these things just fail on you, but there has been some cases where they want to just act crazy. So the easiest thing for us to do is go ahead and swap the distributor out with one of these cars, drop it in this thing and try it out. So we're going to be going up and down the road a lot today. That's the best way to test them. So we're going to take this thing down the road, try it out. If that doesn't fix it, we're going to come back. So I'm going to take you guys along for the ride.
No, you got a rod now. No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always good.
I don't know why. I made it to about 6,300 around there now.
You're trying to tear my car up. That's all right. I know where a white coupe is. We'll just trade. Dead even. Well, Andrew is back, and he says he has a new battery. So I tell you what, guys, let's go ahead, get all these parts out. We'll put the battery in the car. We'll do a couple things. We have to put this bushing in right here for the TV cable. So we need to go ahead and get that in, and this thing needs to be adjusted a little better than that. Look at that, guys. Remember how we said you really need to center this, which is a good starting point, but look what happens if you try to center it. You're actually putting tension on it. So we're gonna have to move this little block right here back. The way you do that is you pull this little piece up right here, and then you can slide it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this thing about right here, and we're gonna lock it down. That's a good starting point right here, which is about dead center. So what we'll do is we'll put it there, and then we'll just, you know, adjust it as needed. Andrew's got some bushings over here. By the way, guys, you can pick these up from your local auto parts store. I think we got these from AutoZone earlier. $8. Yeah, $8. So we're gonna see which one fits, and we didn't have, now they don't come with the clip, but just so happens we have some RC car clips, some body clips, and I've already tested it, and it fits pretty good. So I'll show you guys the finished product on this, and then when we get the battery in, we'll work on setting the timing. All right, so we have his kick down cable attached. We have the new battery in. So now we're gonna set the timing. So I got under there and cleaned the balancer so that we could see it. We're gonna set the timing on this car at 14 degrees and try it, see if it likes it. I'll let you know.
To walk this road.
Make sure you put your spout connector back in, or you definitely won't have any power. Listen for the car to idle up when you do this, like it did. That way you make sure that spout connector is good. So we're about to go out here and do a massive rolling burnout on this car.
Yeah.
So from about 40 miles an hour, you can't hold this thing in the road, guys. I'm serious. It is freaking nasty now.
Because you got to pull over all the time.
Damn, Andrew, you're fat. Making the tire scrub. Andrew's car would not even spin a tire. Like, this thing, it's a good running engine, but it has no power. So we've been meaning to get after this thing and try to get it sorted out. So I think it's going to be a timing issue and the TPS. We checked the TPS and it was at like 0.3 .7 something.
0.72, I
Yeah,
think.
0.72. So you guys didn't get to see that. We did that last night. So now the TPS is at 0.99, believe it or not. And that does matter on these automatic cars. So I'll tell you what, let's just see how the car runs.
A lot more than we realized.
Yeah, a lot more than we realized. So remember, Andrew like tried to bow the car up and get it to spin tires, right? Let's see if it'll do it now. Well, we got tires.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how the car runs. Oh yeah,
Much better.
much better. And all of our extra bushings just flew off.
Oh, was that? I thought that was leaves.
No, so we don't have a bushing for my car now.
Oh.
Thanks, Andrew.
I forgot it was my fault.
I still think there's more power to find in the car, so I think we're somewhere around 12 degrees of timing now. I was going for 14, but just to be safe, put it at 12. No telling what gears this car has in it either. Guys, we live out in the middle of BFE, and look at all this traffic. Hesitate a little bit.
Yeah.
Has it always done that, or is that part of that?
That's part of that happened that started yesterday.
To the floor.
Big shifting hard like it was yesterday.
Well, we adjusted that TV cable.
Yeah.
Alright.
Probably better for it.
Yep. So we're definitely making progress, guys. Definitely. Okay, so the car did really good. We bumped the timing up on it, set the TPS, but we still have like a hesitation with it. So it could be a fuel filter. We don't really know. What we're gonna do is, since we've got a couple, cars sitting around here, what we're gonna do is swap out a few parts and take the car back down the road probably a couple times. Andrew's probably gonna have to drive because he gets nervous whenever I drive. 'Cause I'll beat on this, I mean, that's what they're meant to do, right?
I only beat on other folks' cars.
Exactly. Exactly.
I beat on that red car all
Yeah, see, he drove my car today, so I get to beat on his car. You know when a car's not been run hard in a long time?
It smells like catalytic converter.
Yeah, and then like whenever you finally get the engine running correctly and it's firing on all cylinders and you run the hell out of it, you're burning off stuff further down the exhaust and this thing stinks. You can tell it's burning off all sorts of shit. So that's a good sign. That means the car's running better. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead right now and probably swap the distributor out real quick and see if that helps, which kind of sucks because we just changed the timing on it, but no issue. We'll go ahead, check that, see if that helps, and I'll get back to you guys before we take off. I do have one tip for you guys. When you're pulling your distributor out, unless you want to find top dead center, the best way to do this is you can mark where the pickup's pointed, and you can mark up here where the button is pointed. So when you put it back, just put it back facing this way and right here. Now you need to be pretty precise on it. In other words, if you put your distributor back in and your car has to, the only way it runs good is way over here, then you know you're a tooth off. Remember this position, guys. This is about where you want to be on a Mustang, on a stock car, unless you have like the timing locked out or something. This is where you want to be. Not over here, but about right there. And then just reach up and pull. Now some of these cars, sometimes the oil shaft will come out with the distributor, so be mindful of that. If that shaft comes out, you have to make sure that thing goes back down into the oil pump, and it is a sometimes, so be mindful of that. Anyway, we're going to pull this one out, swap it out with the Retro Fox, and we'll be back in a minute. All right, we're going to try this one more time. We swapped the distributor out. The timing is essentially the same. And guys, that's only like a 10-minute job at the most. It's pretty easy to do. All right, here we go. Yes!
Scrubbing on the driver's side.
No, I'm pretty sure that was on the passenger side.
I heard the car go hoo 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 whenever you sat in.
You think so? Got power whenever you down, mash on it. When you press the gas, I can't say mash because people don't understand that. Like, why'd you say mash? Mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You press a pedal. Whatever.
Mash that joker in the south.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's no R's either.
That's called a dough. It's not a door. It's a though. Good valves.
Yeah.
That's good. Now you needed some 93 octane. You won't have to move the timing. We can leave it where it is.
I'll go empty the tank right now.
Andrew needs some front brakes and
I didn't need front brakes, so he started driving. Trying to burn my brakes up, man. Look at them.
they smell really good. I like that flavor you got on the brakes. What is that, grape?
Yeah.
I want some of them grape brakes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the camera off. Car seems to be doing okay. I'm not sure if that was a problem or not. But we're just gonna let Andrew take the car down the road and come back, report back, and we'll see what happens. See if we need to move, see if we need to go from there anyway. All right, guys, we'll see you then. Andrew's actually doing some work on his own car. He took the car down the road, and so far, so good. It's not, you know, doing the popping back and stuff like that. So if that's not it, then we'll come back, you know, in a couple days and try something different. I just thought I'd take you guys along for the ride today and show you kind of our mindset on how we fix stuff and how we approach issues. Probably not the best in the world, but this is the way we do it. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. And as always, thanks for watching.